following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hello and welcome to Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Dr. Joel Wallach, your host, a veterinarian and physician. And I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to die at 75.5 like their parents and grandparents. I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to be sick and miserable for the last 15 to 20 years of their life like their parents and grandparents. We do have lines open. Give us a call, toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Well, this COVID thing is spiking all over the world, okay, because people aren't paying attention to details. It's spiking all over the world because people are not paying attention to details. All right, well, what am I talking about? Well, let's go back to just a couple of days ago, Friday, a couple of days ago. The number of new cases in Florida went up by 5,000. Sunday, from Saturday afternoon to Sunday afternoon, it went up 15,000. It broke the New York State record of 12,000 in the early parts of the pandemic, 15,000 new cases in Florida. Now, they never posted that. This is all online. This is news stuff you see maybe in a newspaper and a local television thing, but they haven't posted it on Siri. It's just been the same number for 2 or 3 days. They haven't made any changes. I think they're trying to go back and reevaluate, is this true? Because it's so wild. And then yesterday, California went up 2,800 new cases, all right? And so I don't know what's happened between yesterday and today because they haven't posted it yet. So right now, let's see here. Florida is at 2,406,727 infections and 38,157 dead. California is at 34,623,044 infections and 66,952 dead. 66,952 dead. That's USA. India, our population in the USA is 332 million. India has 5 times our population with 1.7 billion. They have 408,792 dead. That's like 200,000 less than us. They have 30,874,376 infections. That's 4 million less than us. And so what's going on here? Well, let's look at one more comparison here, and I'll tell you. Let's look at Vietnam with 97 million people and Peru with 32 million people. So Peru has about a third of the population of Vietnam. Now remember, Peru has introduced this Lambda C37 variant, which is supposed to be many times more infectious and many more times fatal than the Delta variant, which every state in the United States has the Delta variant. I don't know how many have reported the Lambda C37 variant yet in the United States. But Peru has, let's see here, Peru has 32 million people, as I said. Vietnam has 97 million people. Vietnam has 81 dead, just 81. Peru has 194,387 dead, with one-third of the population. Peru has infections, 2,080,777. That's as of yesterday, whereas Vietnam has 17,312. Big difference between 17,000 and 2 million. So what's going on here? Well, you have to appreciate, and people see this, but they don't know how to interpret it. Why do people who get the 2 vaccinations, okay, you get the first vaccination, 30 days later get the second vaccination, they get all these antibodies, and then 3 months later they die from COVID? How does that happen? Well, there's 3 pieces to your immune system here. The vaccine does not kill viruses. The vaccine does not kill viruses. The vaccine does not kill viruses, okay? Vaccines just lure your body to bad DNA and RNA from the viruses, bacteria, fungus, and yeast, whatever you're being vaccinated for. But to defend yourself, when the bug shows up, be it a virus, a bacteria, fungus, or yeast, your body has to respond based on what it learned from the vaccination. Now, if you're eating gluten like the Pope, he's Italian, everything he eats is gluten. His intestines are dead. So he's in big, big trouble, at risk for COVID, because he's been eating nothing but gluten. Wheat, butter, iron, oats, spaghetti, bread, pizza crust, noodles, you got it. Beer, probably. Who knows? But, so, the Pope just had half of his colon removed because he had diverticulitis, which is a result of gluten intolerance. As a gluten damage in the intestines. He's had sciatica for many, many years, which is kind of like degenerative disc disease, vertebrae getting closer together. They're squeezing the sciatic nerves, which are formed in the lumbar area, the spinal cord, and it causes all these things going on in his legs and whatnot. And he's had to cancel several major events, his appearance, because he couldn't walk, couldn't stand because of the sciatica. And that's all secondary to the gluten intolerance, because I'm sure his small intestines are more damaged than his colon. Okay, so he's not absorbing efficiently. And all they did was cut, let's see here, they cut half of his colon out. I guarantee you they didn't say, listen, you got to start eating like an Asian, you can't eat like an Italian anymore, no more gluten for you. I'm guarantee you they didn't say that to him. So, what's going on here? Well, we have to work harder. We have to work harder to solve this problem, and that is we have to get rid of the bad foods so we can maximize our absorption. We have to make our intestines healthy so they can absorb the nutrition. You cannot get the nutrition you need from just eating well. That all stopped when Thomas Edison pulled the switch on electricity, the first commercial electric generating plant at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday, September 4th, 1882, on Pearl Street, New York City, on the bluff overlooking the construction of the Brooklyn Bridge. And within 10 years' time, there's 50 new diseases nobody ever seen before. People are dying all over the place, and they're saying, these are new genetic diseases, because that was the beginning of the darling age of genetics. They missed it by 1,000 miles.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. Ever had trouble getting into the show? Today is your day, as I do have a couple of open lines. Give us a call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080. Toll free, 888-379-2552. Lines open.
If you're the type of person who likes to volunteer and help others, this should interest you. What better way to help people than to help them with improved health? Youngevity has been helping people promote optimal health, among others, for decades. Our approach to health is drastically different than medical doctors, who mostly only treat symptoms. As a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that many common disease states are actually preventable and reversible. Our mission is to help people achieve overall health and wellness, and to help educate others to achieve optimal wellness as well. And here's the best part. While helping people with their health and wellness, you'll also be able to build your very own home-based business. For more information, contact your local Youngevity associate. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Many believe that all life began in the Earth's oceans. We do know that the oceans and seas are still abundant with life and life-sustaining nutrients. Many cultures have long believed in the life-giving properties of plants and sea life harvested from the oceans. Youngevity's Ocean's Gold is a proprietary blend of seaweeds, algae, mosses, kelp, sea cucumbers, and sea minerals, as well as coenzyme Q10, calcium, and iron, all designed to help support healthy thyroid function, regular heartbeat, normal weight, mood stabilization, and hormone levels. Take advantage of life-sustaining nutrients from the Earth's oceans with Youngevity's Ocean's Gold. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
We're back Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity, 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And I urge you to get a hold of that quartet of books. It used to be the trilogy of books, but now there's a fourth one added. I want you to get a hold of that quartet of books. Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, Passport Aromatherapy, and it's all in your head. It goes into over 600 different diseases that you can prevent and reverse, and tells you step by step how to do it. It's like crazy how simple this is. All right, this is very, very simple stuff. And so you can do this. You can get, for instance, you don't need to go to a doctor to see if you have diabetes. You can go to a pharmacy without a prescription and get a test strip for $1.50. You can buy them in bottles of 3 and 5 and 10 and so forth. You can get them to stick your finger. You can get them for a urine test. You can get your own blood pressure equipment. If you don't want to do that, you can go to a pharmacy. They have the blood pressure equipment there. They'll let you use it and get your blood pressure. You don't need to see a doctor to see if you're obese. Get on your scale at home. If you're 25 pounds over your ideal weight for your height, you're obese. And so we go into over 600 different diseases in those 4 books. Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, Passport Aromatherapy, It's All in Your Head. 25 diseases in the book, It's All in Your Head. It goes into osteoporosis of the skull. Your doctor has never heard of osteoporosis of the skull. Okay? People say, well, yeah, my kid has to go to the orthodontist. Now, orthodontist's teeth are falling out, and the ones that are left are moving around. That's because you got osteoporosis of the skull, and there's nothing, the skull and the jaw should be solid and holding the teeth in place. And then, my grandmother, she's losing her vision. The doctor says she's got macular degeneration, but then she went to another doctor who says, no, we don't know what it is, but you don't have macular degeneration. Well, you have osteoporosis of the skull. It's squeezing the optic nerve. You get ONA, optic nerve atrophy. And not only is it squeezing the optic nerve, it's squeezing the optic artery. It's squeezing the optic vein coming back out of the eye. And you can get pressure in the eye, and they think you have glaucoma and all this kind of stuff. And so this is something that you need to be on top of. And I urge you, particularly if you have young people in the family, and, they're young girls and young boys, and you want to, the ones that are in the Scouts, Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, Brownies and Cub Scouts, get them involved with longevity. These kids can earn their college income when they're kids. They can earn car bonuses, and they're going to get paid for helping other people. And don't forget, every kid needs to be taken Kids Toddy, Cal Toddy, Kids Sprinkles, EFAs. They can also take the Z Radical, Rebound, or Sports Drink with 100 nutrients in it. Be proactive here, because vaccinations without the 90 essential nutrients is not going to be very, very efficient. It's not going to be very, very effective. And that's because you have to have your bone marrow be able to respond to the vaccination. Vaccination does not kill the viruses, bacteria, fungus, or yeast. It just alerts your body to bad DNA and RNA. And if you don't have the ability to respond to that information, you're going to die even though you've been vaccinated. Okay, it's just that simple. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Well, I've got a story headline: consuming superfoods packed with flavanols can help cut your risk of Alzheimer's by up to almost 50%. And this was a study from Tufts University where they found that individuals at the highest flavanol intake were nearly 50% less likely to develop Alzheimer's compared to those who had the lowest intake. They say flavanols are a group of flavonoids commonly found in fruits and vegetables, include campherol, quercetin, myricetin, and isofarharin, and they can be found in foods like kale, tea, beans, spinach, broccoli, onions, apples, berries, citrus fruits, capers, tea, wine, kale, oranges, tomatoes, pears, olive oil, wine, and tomatoes. I think the only one we disagree with there would be olive oil.
Yeah, the oils are dangerous. I mean, they may have one good little piece there, and you'll be okay for a while, and then you die for the bad part. And so there's so many other safe options. I'd go with the safe options, and so thank you for that. And, of course, the thing you have to appreciate is that Alzheimer's disease is a nutritional deficiency disease. It's not autoimmune. It's not an aging thing. We've taken people, Ray McGregor, who was in a coma from Alzheimer's disease in a nursing home, for 8 years being fed through a G-tube. We put our system for Alzheimer's disease in his G-tube, and in 3 days' time, he wakes up, goes back to work, freaks out everybody. Nobody wants to believe that he was the an assistant bank manager because nobody there when he got back there was there when he went into his coma 8 years earlier. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, I do have an open line today. Call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080. Toll free, 888-379-2552.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the healthy benefits of drinking coffee. Youngevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Youngevity's JavaFit selection of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium, hand-selected Arabica coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America. Carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. Try JavaFit's original roast, a perfect blend of mellow and smooth with just the right full-bodied depth to make an aromatic and enjoyable cup of coffee. Traditional as well as organic and fair trade options also available in 30-count single cup or 24-count single pot packs. Contact your local FDI Youngevity distributor to get Javalution coffees. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hey, if you're like me, your life is hectic. You don't know where you're going to be next. Between kids and family and in-laws and work and traffic and everything else that's driving me crazy right now, my life is insane. I bet your life's insane as well. When do we have time to get every single nutrient we need to be healthy? When? Well, I've got a tip for you. Take a product called Pollen Burst. It's so simple, even I can do it. All you have to do is open the package, pour it in water, mix it up, and bam, you're ready to go. It tastes great. It's not one of those medicine tasting things. It tastes great, low in calories, helps curb your appetite, gives you natural energy that doesn't let you crash, gives you your vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything from the plant world. And I got to tell you, for a busy person like me or a busy person like you, we need simple, we need good. Pollen Burst is your answer. Tastes great. Try it, and you'll feel better.
Call your local Youngevity distributor to find out how Pollen Burst can make you feel better. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. You've listened to Physician.
If your doctor is telling you that you can get all the nutrients you need to stay healthy, well, that's just wrong. Dr. Joel Wallach has identified 90 essential nutrients that the human body needs to thrive. Crops only need 3 nutrients to thrive, so where does your doctor think the other 87 nutrients come from? They don't. So if you're not supplementing, you're starving your body. Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine will get you a long way down the road to getting those 90 essential nutrients. Beyond Tangy Tangerine contains plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. Beyond Tangy Tangerine is a balanced and complete daily supplement. So if you want to give your body the nutrients it needs, order Beyond Tangy Tangerine today. Contact your local Youngevity associate to order this product, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 90 Flat Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Charmaine, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Well, Michigan hasn't listed their number of new infections and deaths for 2 days on Siri, and so I'm assuming that means it's very bad. They're double-checking it to make sure that it's right. Are they putting anything into the local news there in Michigan? What's going on with COVID in Michigan?
I don't know. I don't even watch the news on the TV because it's all fake. It started out as Operation Paperclip, and then it turned to Operation Mockingbird.
Mm-hmm.
All fake news. So okay. I don't watch it.
Okay, so there's no news out there that you run into about what's going on in Michigan.
No.
Okay. Well, Michigan is the 11th state out of 50 that has gone over 1 million infections, And, of course, you hit the nail on the head when you said it's these breweries, okay, these little microbreweries in everybody's house. Everybody in Michigan just about's got a microbrewery when they make beer out of wheat, okay, and it's affecting their intestines, okay, they don't absorb efficiently. And what do you think the percentage of people in Michigan are, Charmaine, that supplement? Do 50% supplement, 100% supplement, 35% supplement? What do you think?
My guess would probably be less than half.
Less than half supplement, that's right. I think in most states that's the way. They say, well, my doctor said I can eat well and get everything I need. Well, doctors should be held responsible for that, ultimately, that they are actually helping to produce these terrible numbers. When they say don't take vitamins and minerals, just eat well, you get everything you need. That's like saying, just put dirt in your car from Texas or Oklahoma. There's bound to be some oil in it. An insane person wouldn't do that to their car. When a doctor says, just eat well, you can get everything you need, people beat their chest and say, my doctor says I can get everything I need just by eating well. Well, just you want to see how old your doctor lives to be. Of course, you may die before he or she does. So it's one of those things where you really want to do a bunch of preventive maintenance like you do in your car. And I know you've been taking these supplements for, over 30 years, Char?
Yep. And I think some people that do supplement they take a few things, but not really enough to.
Yeah, there's so many people say, well, I take zinc for my immune system. Yeah. Or I take vitamin C, to protect myself against colds. Well, what about the other 89? Okay. Your cells and your tissues and your organs have the ability to repair themselves and defend themselves, but they need raw materials to let those systems work. And so if you're just eating bagels and cheese, if you're just eating French toast, if you're just eating spaghetti or flour tortillas, that sort of stuff, you're going to be in trouble because there's very little nutrition in there. There's calories, okay, you might get a few amino acids, but when it comes down to it, are you getting all 90 essential nutrients by eating that way? Ask the Pope how that worked for him. The Pope is in trouble, okay? He had half his colon removed. He has had to cancel major events because he has sciatica and can't walk without extreme pain. That's the Pope. Back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you ever had trouble getting into the show, I do have an open line today. Call us between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552.
Listen to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach...
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Youngevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product, and don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Let's be boring. and do a commercial about cash-out refinances. It's Ryan, and our mortgage team will often have a listener say, I think I understand what a cash-out refinance is, but can't that be bad for you sometimes? So let's hit on that. As with anything, it's certainly not the right move for everyone. If we don't have to, we don't want to add a bunch of years onto our loan, or increase our monthly payment too much, or pay more in the long run. But because home values have skyrocketed so far up the last few years, while rates have come so far down, we've seen many scenarios where listeners today can pull out a significant chunk of money from the new value in their home, while lowering the years on the overall loan, while lowering their monthly payment, and lowering how much they ultimately pay. The key is to just look at the whole picture and be honest with yourself about your situation. If you're looking for someone to show you your options, we are United Faith Mortgage.
United Faith Mortgage is a DBA of United Mortgage Corp. 25 Melville Park Road, Melville, New York. Licensed mortgage banker. For all licensing information, go to NMLSconsumeraccess.org. Corporate NMLS number 1330. Equal housing lender. Licensed in Alaska, Hawaii, Georgia, Massachusetts, North Dakota, South Dakota, or Utah.
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Youngevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product, and don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity and 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And don't forget, I have 75 scientific publications in scientific journals. 75. I have 15 books. I got 3 more coming out here. It's like crazy. And then I have over 100 CDs, more than 50 DVDs, and you can go to www.drjwallach.com, www.drjwallach.com, and kind of learn all this information and pick and choose which ones you want based on, your needs and interests and so on. And don't forget my thesis for my postdoctoral fellowship, which is like my PhD degree, was 20,000 autopsies. It's in the Smithsonian Institute as a national treasure. I actually had a doctor today. I was doing a Zoom in Baltimore, Maryland, and this doctor was very skeptical. He says, well, what kind of scientific basis do you have for all your claims, Wallach? I said, well, I have my thesis is in the Smithsonian Institute as a national treasure, and it sells for $25,000 each. He said, well, who published that? I said, that was, the biggest publishing house for medical textbooks, okay? Biggest publishing house for medical textbooks. And so he quietly slithered off into the darkness, okay? And it freaks people out. They can't believe that, one little farm boy from Missouri did all that. But this is why I say the things I do. And this is why we have such success with our programs for people for over 600 different diseases. This is not playtime. This is real stuff. We're in 60 countries. I deal with 2 million patients a day through our associates here with Youngevity. And this is why I love Youngevity, because we have so many people, like Shar, who are with us. They don't have any medical training. Char's not a nurse. She's not a nurse practitioner. She's not a pharmacist. She's not a doctor. But she earns more money every month than most doctors make every year, because she sees so many patients from so many countries and so many states, and she helps them all, and they refer people to her. Why not join us? Don't forget, get your Boy Scouts and your Girl Scouts and your family, your church, your neighborhood involved. They can earn car bonuses. I'm talking about Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts now. They can earn car bonuses. They can earn money to put in an account, so when they graduate high school and go to college, they already have their money for all that. And so we're trying to get this out there as quickly as we can, but there's a lot of skeptics. And so what can I say? There are no genetically transmitted diseases, there are no genetically transmitted birth defects, and there are no autoimmune diseases. It was all nonsense just to try and explain why doctors couldn't answer the questions. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to North Carolina. And Bob, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Bob, you're on
the
air.
Hey, Dr. Wallach.
Yes,
How
sir.
are you, sir?
Fine, thank you. How can we help you? Mm-hmm. What's up?
Diagnosed recently with rheumatoid arthritis.
Okay. Any other issues? How about pressure, diabetes?
No, nothing.
How old are you?
62.
Okay, how much do you weigh?
200 pounds.
How tall are you?
6 foot.
Okay. Do you have any white, gray, or silver hair?
Yeah, white hair.
Okay. Do you have any varicose veins or hemorrhoids?
No.
Okay. No spider veins, nothing like that in your feet or ankles, or?
No. I mean, there may be. There's a few little veins, but nothing like anything.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, the answer is yes. The answer is yes.
Okay. The answer is yes. Yes.
Okay. And so, what about things like bowel problems? Any constipation, diarrhea?
No.
Any skin problems? Any eczema, dermatitis, or psoriasis?
No, sir.
Get your pen and paper ready. Char and I will be back with you after these messages and give you a plan.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. If you ever had trouble getting into the show, I do have an open line. Give us a call on the priority line, 831-685-1080. Toll free, 888-379-2552. Lines open. You've listened.
Hi, registered pharmacist Ben Fuchs here. I've been studying healthy bodies for 35 years, and what I've got to tell you may shock and surprise you, but if you listen up, it may change your life.
Diabetes or pre-diabetes or dysglycemia, bad blood sugar. Sugar-storing cells have tuned out insulin because we're pounding our bodies with sugar and refined carbohydrates that cells just stop listening to insulin. The ultimate sign of insulin resistance is elevated blood sugar that doesn't go down. When blood sugar stays elevated, it can react with various proteins in the body, especially the protein albumin and the protein hemoglobin, and ultimately we're off to the degenerative disease races. This is called insulin insensitivity or insulin resistance. By the way, insulin resistance is a problem not just because cells stop listening to insulin, but because insulin does other things. Insulin's a growth hormone. It makes cells divide. So even though cells aren't listening to insulin's command to process sugar, all the other effects of insulin are still going on. For example, even though insulin's effects on sugar processing are reduced or diminished, insulin's effects on dividing cells, making cells divide, that's not diminished at all. Elevated insulin, as insulin levels go up, your cells are starting to divide really fast. That means cysts. That means growth. Ultimately, insulin elevations are responsible for fibroids and cysts and growth. This ultimately means the emperor of all maladies, cancer.
Pharmacist Ben here, urging you to go to kscohealth.com to order Beyond Tangy Tangerine, the Healthy Start Pack, and other nutritional supplements that I personally use and recommend. You can purchase these premium quality products at wholesale prices online at kscohealth.com. That's kscohealth.com. I'm the pharmacist that believes that staying healthy and strong is not only about medicine, it's about giving your body the raw materials it needs to do its work. Go to kscohealth.com. Make sure you check out the cool videos, too, at kscohealth.com. That's kscohealth.com.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity and 95 Crusade. And we do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And let's see here. Doug, let's go back to North Carolina with Bob. And Charmaine, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, now, is rheumatoid arthritis an autoimmune disease?
No. It's a bug.
So,
it's set up housekeeping in your body.
Okay, yeah, it's a bug. Rheumatoid arthritis is a bug. It's called mycoplasma. And, of course, it likes to infect when you have bone-to-bone arthritis, which is caused by a nutritional deficiency. You get this secondary infection. okay, called mycoplasma. And so how do you treat the rheumatoid arthritis, Charmaine?
You get a doctor to prescribe minocycline, and sometimes even the killer biotic will work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I like to use both.
Yeah.
You know, killer biotic, okay, and minocycline, like the bait fish, minocycline, 6 to 8 week course. And then what would you do for the basic underlying nutritional deficiency arthritis?
Well, at his weight, he needs 2 packs, and I would get him on one healthy brain and heart pack and one healthy bone and joint pack, and I would add to it vitamin D3 for absorption, some MSM, fucoid Z capsules, and of course the killer biotic would help get rid of that rheumatoid arthritis.
3 of those twice a day. Yep, and so will the fucoid Z. Okay, yeah, you get an A+ here, and so you can follow Char's directions there, Bob, and you will be remarkably surprised. Your doctors will be dumbfounded, okay, because rheumatoid arthritis is a very easy disease to get rid of. But you have to treat the mycoplasma with minocycline, like the little bait fish. You get a 6 to 8 week course. You have to get that as a prescription drug. But you rebuild the cartilage and ligaments and tendons and connective tissue with the nutritional program that Char laid out. And then, if you would, call us in 30 days, and 60 days, and 90 days, and give us a report, because your testimony will save a lot of people from an enormous amount of unnecessary pain and grief, and save them an enormous amount of money. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers. Hello,
all right,
Doug.
let's head to Florida. And Tracy, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Tracy, you're on the air. Okay, what's up?
I'm calling for an important loved one. I'm trying to give you some backstory first. Some years ago, she had to get 3 feet of her intestines removed, so she now has had for years a short bowel syndrome. But now, since last year, she was diagnosed with lung cancer, and over the process, she has been losing a lot of weight. She has a lot of
I missed that.
diarrhea.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, stop.
I'm sorry.
You have to back up here. I had a call come in. So you said she got a gut issue. Did they have it diagnosed? Did they have a name for it?
It was years ago. Yeah, basically her bowels twisted up, and to unblock it, they had to remove 3 feet of her intestines. And so she has short bowel syndrome since then. 3 feet of it was removed, and that was it. And so since then, she's always been kind of just underweight. She could never gain weight. And since then, some years has passed. Now she's been diagnosed as of last year with lung cancer. And they've already started her on chemo these past couple of months.
Okay,
but she's
stop
having
there.
Diarrhea still.
Okay, stop. How old is she? How old is she?
She's 67.
Okay. How much does she weigh?
She's only weighing 103 right now.
Okay. Does she have any white, gray, or silver hair?
Yes.
Okay. Charmaine, what's probably going on here? Why did that gut get all twisted up some years ago?
Well, it could be from a gluten issue, probably.
Yeah, you get an A+. It was a gluten thing. Okay, so now she's got cancer. She's only 103 pounds. She's about your weight. She got lung cancer, and she's got short bowel syndrome because they cut, a big chunk of it out. And she got white hair, which gives you some clues there. And they're treating her for cancer. So what would you do for her?
Well, if it was me, I would get on a healthy brain and heart pack. Of course, she's got to avoid the bad stuff. No wheat, barley, rye, roast, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, and no oil. And then I get on a healthy brain and heart pack, and I would add the Ocean's Gold to that, the Fucoid Z, the MSM, vitamin D3 for absorption. And
I'd get her another bottle of selenium so she could take 3 twice a day.
Because she's only getting 1 pack. And then if I could, I would find a hyperbaric chamber, because they have them in a lot of office, health hospital offices attached to hospitals. Those hyperbaric chambers. I have one down in my basement, and it forces oxygen. You lay in a cocoon-like, and it forces oxygen in you. And Dr. Otto Warburg won the Nobel Prize for the discovery that cancer cannot tolerate oxygen. So the more oxygen, and then that's another thing, take the Oxybody cherry berry on an empty stomach. But I would find a place where, if she can afford it, go in these hyperbaric chambers as much as she can afford, and it will help get rid of the cancer.
Yeah. Well, she'll save a lot of money by getting rid of the bad foods. And, she needs to live like an Asian, live on rice and sweet potatoes and maize, corn, beans, squash, and the Ocean's Gold and the Fucoid Z, that is the seaweed, which has all these weird trace minerals in it to support the immune system. And what other things would you throw in there for the immune system?
Well, she could take the de-stress.
The de-stress. What about BTT 2.0 tablets?
Tablets, yep. Those.
BTT,
I take those every
tablets.
Day. Yep.
Take 3 of those twice a day at her body weight. And they support the immune system, but they also relieve inflammation. And if she's still got the short bowel syndrome, now, let's see here. Does she have, Tracy, does she have constipation or diarrhea, or does she have regular bowel movements?
No, ever since she always had diarrhea after even the surgery of getting 3 feet removed from her. She's always had a hard time with trying to keep weight on, and now since with the cancer, she's dropping weight even more, and she's having even more diarrhea.
Okay.
So it's trying to find out what we can do to gain weight and stop the diarrhea, and then of course heal the cancer as well.
Yeah. Well, we've told you how to support her immune system, which is her best friend when you have cancer. Your own immune system won't attack it, right? And so you have to support the immune system, which means get rid of the bad stuff so you can absorb the good stuff, and then take all the good stuff. And, of course, this will be posted this afternoon or tomorrow morning. So if you didn't get it all written down, you can come back and look, because Char did a good job of laying out the things that are necessary. I would just add to the her regimen she proposed, the BTT 2.0 tablets. Your friend can take 6 of those a day, 2 with each meal. That'll be 2 bottles a month. And they're designed to support the immune system. They're designed to be anti-inflammatory. And, of course, we call root beer belly. Char, have you ever used a root beer belly?
Yep. Yeah, I've taken them.
Yeah, root beer belly is the normal bacteria and yeast and stuff like that. It's the normal bugs in your intestine, and it will help reduce diarrhea issues. It's called root beer belly. And so she could take, it comes in little packages, about a half a teaspoon of this powder of these probiotics, I guess is the word it describes them, probiotics, and that will help her with the diarrhea issue. She can go ahead and take those probiotics called root beer belly. That's a lot of fun, as the name implies. It tastes like root beer and so forth. And then to give us a call and let us know how she's doing, because, we just always hope and pray. If they say she got 6 months to live, if we could give her 3 years, that's good. Back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. Imagine a rich, decadent chocolate that's actually good for you. Youngevity's Triple Treat chocolate is just that, an antioxidant-rich dark chocolate complete with probiotics to aid in proper digestion. This all-natural product contains no preservatives, and for those with dietary restrictions, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, glycemic-friendly, and kosher certified. Not only does Triple Treat dark chocolate taste fantastic, it contains super antioxidant blueberries to absorb free radicals with an ORAC value of 16,936 per piece. Triple Treat chocolate also contains a proprietary blend of probiotics with over 500 million live healthy bacteria per 8 grams at the time of manufacture.
with 80% reaching the intestines, which is much more than most live culture yogurts. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hello, Judy DeVilbus here. If I could only afford to get one product out of everything, that product would be the Ultimate Classic. It has the vitamins, the minerals, the bioflavonoids. It even has grapeseed extract. The one product that would give you just about everything under the sun you would need for a perfect nutritional program would be the Ultimate Classic. By the way, people that are on the go, it's very, very hard to take the liquids with them when they go on their trip to get their supplements in every day. Well, you know something? You can use the Ultimate Daily tablets and the mineral capsules. When I'm going on a trip, if I have enough room, I just take the 2 bottles with me. If not, just use a little baggie and take a couple of daily doses with you. It's very simple. It's very easy. There's no mess, no fuss, no refrigeration. Just take your capsules, take your tablets, and you're finished for the day.
To order these products, call your local longevity distributor today. You've listened to Physician.
If weight loss is your goal, try Longevity Slender FX Keto Caramel Weight Management Bars and Shake. Designed to enhance any low carbohydrate or low glycemic diet by supplying the energizing and filling protein dieters need without unhealthy excess carbs, a keto diet known for its low carb intake, pushing the body to produce ketones from fat. Used as energy, a state known as ketosis, by using fat, not carbohydrates, as fuel in this metabolic state. A keto diet supports and promotes healthy weight management for optimal health. With this system, you should be able to lose 1 to 2 pounds each day. So, what are you waiting for? Start helping people today with your own home-based business.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity 95 Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers or emails.
All right, let's head to Minnesota. And John, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, John, you're on the air. How can we help you?
Hi, Dr. Wallach. I'm concerned my son tested the city water with a pool tester because he's growing vegetables, and it comes up that the chlorine is ideal for a swimming pool. And I'm concerned about taking showers with my poor kidney function. Can you recommend a shower filter, or what would you recommend?
Well, yeah, I'd get a shower filter, if you feel like the city water's contaminated or, less than perfect. It doesn't hurt. They're very economical, and they fit, on pretty much any shower head. I do that. And, of course, for drinking and cooking, we have, and that's one of the reasons we got the Icelandic water. It comes in quarts, and we sell it by the case. And the Icelandic water has all these minerals from the volcanic eruptions. And this latest batch has more because they just had volcanoes there that hadn't erupted for 400 years. And so all that volcanic ash is getting into the water supply there in Iceland. And, of course, we have what do you call it? We have a grip on the Icelandic water. So that's how I make my liquid supplements with our Icelandic water. We give it as gifts to family and friends that we love because it's safe and it has nutrition and minerals in it. And when you look at the blue zones, the reason why 4 of the 5 different peoples in the blue zones have more 100-year-olds, bigger percentage of 100-year-olds than other peoples, is they all live on volcanic either islands or peninsulas. And so they're getting, their food is grown in, and their water has and contains all these weird minerals from the volcanic eruptions. And so it's not just because they're happy, or they sleep more or whatever it is because they're getting these minerals. And so that's what I would do, get a good source of water. And I like our Icelandic water for making, we have powders, and I put the powders in these quarts of water, and I drink one at breakfast and one at dinner time. And then I also drink it just for water. I make my tea I also like to use peppermint tea, and I make it in the Icelandic water because it has all these minerals from these volcanic eruptions. So I hope that helps you out a little bit. And it's one of those things where, water is so important, whether you're using it for cooking, whether you're using it for drinking, whether you're using it for putting things in that you want to swallow. They're dry powders or pills or whatever, and you want to put them in something, water. Rather than just tap water, it's kind of like just putting tap water in the radiator of your car. Do you do that? No. You put some antifreeze in there. So if it gets really cold, you'll protect the radiator from breaking and the engine from breaking. And so it's important to do the same thing for yourself as you do for your car. And so it's a good question. It's actually a very good question. And so thank you so much for that. Anything else associated with that question?
My garden's doing really well. I'm enjoying the lettuce with your blooming minerals.
Oh, good.
And and I'm really looking forward to a good harvest. I think. Yeah, well,
blooming minerals, of course, has 78 minerals in it, and it comes from the places underneath the reefs where the reefs died thousands of years ago, and all the plants that were associated with the reefs were left underneath the reefs, and the plant material went away and left the minerals. So this is where we get our plant-derived minerals. It's very unique stuff, and it contains 78 minerals. We're very, very proud of that. And so you're very smart using our blooming minerals in your garden. And that replaces the wood ashes. I don't know if you're old enough to remember wood stoves or fireplaces.
Yes.
Okay, John. And when we went to electricity, that's why people started getting sick, because they gave up wood ashes, which is our source of minerals for thousands of years, and went to electricity. There's no more wood ashes there. And then when they would go to the doctor saying, Doc, I feel kind of funky. Shouldn't I be taking some vitamins and minerals? The doctors would say, nah, just eat well, get everything you need. Well, doctors are probably some of the instigators of all this terrible health stuff we got going on right now. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Charmaine. Super job as usual. Thank you, Doug. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. God bless the American flag. God bless our national anthem. And God bless America.